had in view. Unacceptable behavior. One had opened fire on a Zeta operative. Gilgalad had, I guess, presumably got up, looked at Tankard, who was right next to me as I'm on the floor talking to Johnny. He was on my left. I think Jess was on the floor. Gilgalad fucking attacks Tankard, and like there was no moment, there was no hesitation. It was so stupid. I don't know how Machine could just and then Splatter and Nine Ball they brought up their weapons and opened fire, and Splatter pulled up his pistol, put his pistol up to Tankard's head. Johnny was screaming at him to put the gun down, and I got up. I struggled to get up. I had to say something before something happened, and I screamed at Splatter and I screamed at Gilgalad. I said, "Put your fucking weapons down."
Sorry, I'm gonna have to
And help the
for a
other
quick
iota.
second. There's been a situation, so if you have any electronics, you are to leave them on the table here just momentarily. We need to move rooms away from these computers. There's a weird electrical guy going around.
Copy.
Just gonna leave my phone here. We're just gonna move to this other room really quickly. November is with the rest of the IOTAs, so he can let them know.
Yeah.
It's nothing major, it's
I've
just
also
a
viewed
warning
bit of
for a
body
few
cam
minutes.
footage.
We'll
Yeah.
come into... Yeah, we'll just do it here. Alright, so continue.
I had reviewed some body cam footage from some other operators, one being Lioness. After we had woken up and I'd screamed at Gilgalad and Splatter, I told Gilgalad to fuck off and go help the other iota, because, well, Zeta was here to help. Tankard was taking care of me. I'm so fucking glad. No. I talked to the medics in the med bay, and they said no. Thankfully, no Zeta were hit by anything. Surprisingly, without a scratch. I had made my way over to a wall, and I had cut up Tanya. They both
Where's
attended
Finley?
to
Is
me.
Finley in here?
Second,
Checked me
Finley's
out.
not here. Sorry.
Negative.
Fuck.
November, while I have you, 1 second.
Fuck.
Where's
There's an emergency, I don't have time.
Gotcha, okay. Later then. It's fine.
Yeah.
The emergency's not too urgent, it's fine. Carry on.
I was being treated for the most part, but looking over, Yeet had lost it. Ran up to Lioness, had grabbed her by the shoulders, yelling, "Your lieutenant's dead. He's dead. He was dead in the water. We put a shape charge on him to blow him up so so whoever finds him can't get him. He's dead." Manic laughter, and they fucked off. Lioness had a breakdown, and I had painfully scooted my way over to assist however much I can, because that was unacceptable. I had held her close to my head, tried to... You know how when you fill a glass, two liquids that don't mix, and if you fill one that's more denser, it pushes out the other liquid?
I understand, yeah.
Basically trying to have her focus on my voice. Told her that just interrupting her, having her focus solely on me, and it seemed to work for the most part. She calmed down, but she clung to me. She wouldn't talk to anybody else. As she She wouldn't let go of me, even when we were transported into quarantine. She had to be sedated. But I had viewed her body cam footage, and she was attacked by Gil and, I believe, Nineball.
Copy that.
It was so stupid. From the looks of it, uh, she was to my right, while PK was tending to me. I was still cognitive but drowsy. I saw her tending to Flunk. Flunk was another one who was stabbed in the neck with the syringe. She was tending to Flunk and cross-referencing what to do, looking to PK, looking back at Flunk, seeing that whatever PK was doing wasn't working. And so her next idea was to put them in the cage. Tried to get another medic to see if they can do something. They had gone to the cage, looked at Nineball in the fucking face, and said, "Hey, I need a medic. We need something to, I don't know, whatever." They were panicking, of course. Everything was going down. They just got word the lieutenant was destroyed. So they were in a panic. And most of Iota was standing there at that gate where I wonder if I could probably get the footage from her and send it your way, or probably to Captain Payne. It's just fucking absurd. Unacceptable behavior, but also it was, I guess, miscommunication on both sides. She had come up to the cage, and apparently when she was up at the cage, Payne had issued the order that there was contact at the gate that they were just by. Her and Sergeant Spider go to investigate, basically put everyone in the cage and go hold front. From what it looks like, they didn't even make it past the corners of the gate. They were up in view and then back. Gil had pulled out his sword and pointed it at them and told them to recite, well, red, black powder, red earth, but no one's gonna fucking remember that. Salon doesn't know our covert words. She tried her best to basically spit out what she could. She said Red Mountain, which, given was close enough. No one knows what the fuck our code thing is. So I will say that if we're going to do a joint operation, that we have a standardized training, a universal thing for everybody. And I want to talk to Payne about this, and possibly Lieutenant November. And something needs to be done, because what happened there was unacceptable. Nineball had their weapon raised, and Gil had their sword drawn, pointed at them, which admittedly was stupid in my eye. Not the fact that they were pointing their weapons at, I don't know, I guess they had the fucking object permanence of a frog. Because they were right fucking there. They were right there in front of them.
Lova.
And they still
deep
treated them
breaths.
as hostiles.
Now, these Iota that did this,
Jeez,
are you aware of where they were previously? And did they seem in their normal state of thinking?
from the most parts, yes, at least from the third party perspective. From the footage was from when I was unconscious, and if I was conscious, by God, I would have.
If you were
Nineball had
conscious,
raised their weapon.
you would have hoped that you would have been there to change something, correct? I know that feeling very well.
The honest answer was probably beat the shit out of them.
Two
But
sides
the
of the
right
same
answer
coin,
would
yeah.
be there to change the outcome.
It happens to everyone.
But still. God, her voice, she was fucking so scared. Nineball had given the order to kill, but then immediately said to zip tie, zip binds, right after they said kill, looking at Gil, I don't know, we have two different fucking whatever, but they rushed both her and Spider. Her and Spider raised their weapons but didn't fire. She had been smart, immediately turned on her comms and called Captain Payne over the radio.
Sorry, 1 second.
And thank God she did.
Great. I'm gonna have to take this down. We just have a possible site breach happen.
Perfect.
I would take some gear right now. I'll have to catch up with you on the rest of this interview.
Yeah. Copy. My leg's a bit injured, but I can still probably walk, just not too well.
Good.
Also, my fucking controllers might die.
If you need to go, don't worry. Just say you went off. Also, in character, if you are comfortable with it, I will be referring you to therapy. It sounds like you have a lot of demons on your shoulder right now. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's totally fine. Lova
Gotcha.
is, like, in character, is
This is Jess.
repressing a
I'm
lot
just
of
dealing
shit,
with one of my
but is
operators, and I'm
trying
on
to
my way.
handle it. A lot of stuff in his past and stuff that's being kind of brought out, cross-connecting, stuff like that. But
Okay.
absolutely, you can.
Yeah, we should probably head. I'm gonna head over there. If you want to head off, get your
Yeah, we
stuff
should
charged, you do that,
go.
or come along. Can I get a confirmation of the location of what's going on and a quick fill-in?